Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Schwaadeheim. It is now November, and we've got several jobs to do, so let's head over to the farm. All of our fields are going to need lime. So I think the very first thing we're going to do today is get a lime spreader. I think we can spread lime on these fields that haven't grown very much. So I think I'm going to spread lime on just about everything today. And then we're going to plant this in barley and hit it with some herbicide. You can spray fields for weeds before the weeds ever come up. So you can spray a field with herbicide immediately after you plant it, and you won't ever have any weeds come up. So that's a nice thing. That way you don't end up with fields that have dead weeds in them. So let's buy a fertilizer spreader. All right, if you do not have the Kubota pack, the Kubota equipment pack specifically, do yourself a favor and pick that up. This spreader is just like the Amazon one in that it spreads 42 meters. It can hold 3,900 liters, or it can hold 10,000 liters. And it's 29,000, which is the same price as the Amazon, but the Amazon only holds 3,900 liters. So we're going to go with the extra large capacity. We're just going to leave it in whatever color it is. So we're going to buy that. We could buy something much cheaper, but it wouldn't hold as much. You know, we could buy this guy right here. This is another of my favorites, but at its biggest, it only holds 2,600 liters. So we would probably have to refill that. So I would just rather buy the bigger one, fill it up with lime, and be done. And there it is over here by the chicken coop. It's over here by the chicken coop because I had to buy some chicken feed. Our chickens were out of food by the end of the day in October. So this holds 9,000 liters. I bought way more than I needed, and I just stacked it up there. Hopefully it'll go into the trigger. If not, then we'll put it in the trigger. You can also see that we have some eggs over there. Looks like we have almost 2 full pallets of eggs. That's going to be great. Today is the day for eggs. So we're going to head across the grass field, because I believe over here on the other side of this grass field, actually, let's take the road around. This is a premium potato factory, which we may grow some potatoes and sell them there and make them into premium potatoes. But right across from the premium potato factory is this. It is a buy point for fertilizer, both solid and liquid, lime, seeds, and herbicide. So we are hopefully, well, I wonder if I have to open this. Yep. We're going to fill it full of lime. And that didn't cost too much. We're going to have a bunch of money here in the not too distant future, so I'm not real worried about it. We're going to have over $1 million come in January, so we are very close. And I didn't realize the biogas plant was that close too. We may need to look into that. Don't know how much it costs, but I know biogas plants can make you some money. Although, if it's much more expensive than one of the mods that I have, I see no reason to buy it. Alright, I think we can spread lime over all of these fields. So let's find out. And that is that. And the next thing we need to do, well, that's provided I can get this back into the barn here. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, so we're going to go ahead and spray for weeds really quickly. Wow, the sun goes behind that mountain in the morning and just turns this whole area dark. Trying to see which mountain it goes up behind. I'm guessing that one. It might make it a little harder to see where we've sprayed, but it's all good. So remember that dog in the last episode that was barking? Well, he was barking earlier because he wanted to come in here. So I let him in here. And then I start making a video and he decides that he wants to go out. I'm sorry, bud, you're just going to have to wait until I finish spraying the weeds. That's just the way life works. Bud does not agree. If everyone could understand dog, I would probably have to censor that. He is not happy at all with me right now. Yes, I see you. Can you hang on for just 1 minute? I'm spraying the field, bud. Got himself all worked up. Don't worry, he's fine. And here comes the sun again. So I guess it's just a few minutes out of the day where it goes behind that mountain. Oh, it's up there. All right, we have sprayed for weeds. And now I'm going to go let this dog do what he wants to do so he'll stop yelling at me. I'll get back to you. So the dog who you just heard barking to get out was out for about 3 minutes and then started barking to get back in. So this is the way of the bud, and there's nothing we can do to change it. So we just love him and live with him. He's kind of cracked and he's kind of a jerk, but we love him anyway. So if you hear Bud barking, he's just being Bud. All right, so let's look at the time-saving stock check, shall we? If you do not have this mod, I highly recommend that you get it. It's the time-saving stock check, obviously, and it shows you everything you currently have in stock. It shows you what the price is currently, and it shows you what the max price is and when. So if we look at this, we look at the values on the left side. Um, if you see a value in green, if you see anything in green, that's good. It's the price is pretty much at its best. For instance, eggs. We're going to sell those in just a little bit. Corn, corn is a pretty good price. It's not the best price, but I think even if we held on to it and got 15 grand, I think we can get more if we turn it into flour and then turn that into bread. So we're going to put all of our corn. What is it doing? I don't know why it's doing that. It's dumping seeds. It must have picked up the seeds from that bucket. Well, that's no good. That's okay. We'll just dump them in the silo. We can use them from there. Because what we're really looking for is corn. If I can find corn. See, my problem is that I love mods and I have way too many of them installed. And so when I look for productions or I start to dump things into my trailer or in fact on the ground as it appears I just did, they're difficult to find because there's so many things I have to page through. But then when I think about maybe getting rid of some of these mods, the idea of trying to go through them and cut out certain mods and leave other mods, it's a daunting task. It would take, gosh, it would probably take a couple hours for me to go through all of those mods. And then mod naming conventions are not always observed. Many times, the name of the mod bears no relationship to the name of the zip file that contains the mod. And so when you're looking at a folder full of zip files, it's very difficult to know if that's the mod that you really like or not. So it's really the only way to delete mods is to go through the mod hub app on the game, and it's just time consuming. So anyway, that's me complaining about having too many mods. Next, we're going to need a trailer. And it's really just kind of a stopgap trailer. We're not going to have it that long, but we need something to be able to haul eggs around on and other things that require a flatbed for transport. So I'm going to buy one of the cheapest trailers that I can possibly buy. There, the light trailer 650. We're going to change it because that's just an odd color for a trailer. Basic black is always good. It's nice. It's universal auto load. It's $7,350. It's a bargain. Although we are running out of money, we're going to have some money right here with our eggs. I'm going to leave that one pallet that's not full yet. Let's see. Well, that's not what I wanted at all. But that's what I got, isn't it? All right. Everybody out of the pool. We're just going to pick up these egg pallets and put them on the trailer. Oh, so we've got that weird frame rate thing. And when you get close to certain vehicles, you get a frame rate problem. And then once I get inside, I wonder if it's this trailer. And once I'm inside, it's no problem at all. Very, very odd. All right, where are we taking these? We are taking them to Queenie's Kiosk. Where is Queenie's Kiosk, you ask? And I answer, I have no idea. So we're going to tag it. Can't be very far because nothing on this map is very far. Wow. That's pretty tight. I realized when we put the corn in here, we did not turn on corn flour. So we're going to turn on corn flour and we're going to turn on bread. And if you notice with both corn flour and bread, with corn flour you get wheat and you get pig food. And with bread, for some reason, when you turn wheat flour into bread or corn flour into bread, you get pig food. I don't know what that's about, but we're going to get some pig food. And pig food is an interesting thing in this game. On many maps, there is no place to sell pig food. So you can use it to feed pigs, or you can install a sell point in which to sell it, or you can sell it automatically from whatever production is producing it. In both cases, when you sell it, it makes a lot of money. So we're going to save up our pig food for a while and then sell it all in one big lump and make a ton of cash. Pig food is a good thing. So I started thinking about this frame rate thing, and I realized that I had had the same issue on Frontier. And I thought that when I had that issue on Frontier, I also had one of these trailers. So I did this experiment. I went to the tractor, no frame rate issues. I went to the trailer, instant frame rate issues. So as much as I like this little trailer, it is the culprit and it must go. So we're going to go ahead and sell that. We'll buy a better one when we need one again. All right. I'm going to put this this tractor away. Make sure we still have food in our chicken pen. Sorry, it's hard for me to drive and talk at the same time sometimes. Then we're going to sleep and we're going to mow the grass across the road tomorrow. Good morning. It's a very crisp, clear December morning, and we're going to mow some grass. Not real sure how to mow this field. It's very oddly shaped. This is a very oddly shaped field. I'm not sure there's a good, fast way to mow it or a way to make it easier for the worker. It wasn't too bad, just kind of odd. All right, we've got this last little bit over here. And as usual, our forage wagon has been fast and efficient. And we've got just over 100,000 liters of grass from this field. I think we're going to have plenty of grass for the sheep. Even when we get to full capacity, I think we're still going to have enough grass for the sheep. But for now, I think we and our dancing forage wagon are done for this episode. If you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up or a subscription. If you did not like this video, please post a comment and tell me why. Either way, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time.